What's up, man? Welcome to the Jenner Show podcast. Today I'm here with Yianni. Anything you want to say about yourself, man?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me, AJ. My wrestling names are Asperger, the Asperger Dynamo, and also Slasher, the Demon God. So I play two different gimmicks.
So what got you into doing two different gimmicks?
Well, I've always been a entertainer, charismatic guy.
Yeah.
I've worked at many haunted houses, and basically the Demon Gimmick started at Wonderland, where I had to come up with my own character. They said, come up with your own background story, etc. And it evolved over the years from some corn stuff and just some mask, and it evolved into the face paint. And over the years, I had many different faces, designs, etc. But it always ended up being more scary, and I ended up being one of the top haunters at Screamers in Wonderland. So it was good. It was good.
Sounds good, man. So what do you have on your shoulder there?
This is the Greek light heavyweight championship. I am the Greek light heavyweight champion. I actually won this in 2019 when I went to Greece.
Okay.
I was challenged for this title, and I won it. I won it on an island. So.
Oh, so on an island.
Yeah, it was sort of a beach thing, Just.
Okay. So you've been champion for like 2 years, then.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, but it's going.
Someone's got to take that title away from you, man.
Listen. I just want to get this. I want to set the record straight here. I'm a fighting champion. Dynamo is a fighting champion. I will take on all comers for this belt.
Someone's got to take you up on that offer.
All right, get it.
Okay, so what got you into wrestling, my man?
I've always been interested in wrestling. I mean, ever since I was a kid, I always told parents and family, I said, I want to be a pro wrestler. I want to do it. And, I was always told, like, have a backup, this and that, yada, yada. The chances, the odds, but I never, I never believed that. I always believed in myself, and I still do believe that this is something that I can and something I want to do for life.
Yeah.
And obviously we've had obstacles, roadblocks, like everybody does. But in the end, I overcame that, and, I became the man you see today.
So what would you think is your biggest strength when it comes to wrestling?
I would say just, progress, just taking as much in as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have Asperger's, so it's harder for me to process things like other people, but I do my best. And, I take every bump, every up and over, every drill that we do, and I do it the best that I possibly can. And, when I first debuted, it was tough because I was anxious, I was nervous. Who isn't, right? But in the end, I always strive to do the best I can.
Yeah, I feel like you've been doing pretty good. So how long have you been training for at Battle Arts?
I've been training 2 years on and off. There was times where I needed a break, just to relax, recuperate, and now I'm back. Stronger. I've been back since 2018, 2019, I would say. And it's been one hell of a ride.
It's cool, man. So, have you ever wrestled your first match yet, or no?
Oh, absolutely. I've had 3 matches.
Okay.
I wrestled in a battle royal first, where I was one of the final 4. I believe Freedom Wallace won that.
That's amazing, actually.
Yeah, and then
that was probably before I started really watching your Battle Arts Pro and everything like that.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible. And then I won a battle royal. I was crippled by Isaac Shalom. I never got my revenge, but
that's coming soon. That's coming soon.
Yeah, exactly. And I won a battle royal by stunning Tomer and throwing him out.
Oh yeah.
And then my last my last match before I had my off period was Megan Boys,
Okay.
where I got the tag team with Mark Henry, and then Santino was the special guest referee, and we got to beat down one of the promoters, Celine Gian, and main event the show.
That must have been fun.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was my first indie debut, and that's when I was dubbed a pro wrestler. You know, many people say, "Oh, you're semi-pro, and then I'm just, like I was.
There's always that stigma that's like until you make it big or until you make it to like a bigger promotion, you're always like semi-pro or like not there yet. But like once you have your first proper match, it's like I'm a pro wrestler, man.
Exactly.
So, what do you feel about when you're wrestling in front of a live crowd? How does that make you feel?
It's incredible, really. I mean, just the rush you get, and just having people cheer for you, and knowing you have to follow the formula. You got to do what you got to do. No matter what, you got to keep on fighting. It's a great feeling, and I just cannot wait to experience that feeling again.
Yeah. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Messing up with my stream right here. All right. So next question I got for you. Got any stories from your wrestling days?
Stories. Well, yeah, I've gotten my fair share of injuries.
Yeah.
I remember I was in judo class, and someone kicked me in the nose by accident. And I remember I busted my nose, and just blood was like pouring, and it was insane. And like most people, they'd be like, "Oh my god!" Like they'd be freaking. Like me,
Yeah.
I was like, "Where's my phone? I gotta Instagram this." Literally, I was just like, "Let me get that Insta,"
Your friend Jesse says, "Hey."
Broke a toe, wrestled with a broken finger, so those are some stories I can think of.
Yeah. So, where did you get your start in wrestling?
I got my start. Honestly, Battle Arts was really the only place that I went to. But like in terms of working out in general, it started from my neighbor. He took me to his basement, and he trained me, and he taught me, okay, this is how you lift a weight. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. And then we started going to local gyms here in town, and then from there it just evolved to the point where I joined Battle Arts, and I did the regular classes, and it came to the point where I did the assessment, and next thing you know, boom, I'm in the pro wrestling program.
So how did that make you feel when you had your first match?
It was a double-edged sword, because I knew it wasn't my best performance.
Yeah.
At the same time, I felt great knowing that I did it. So it was good and bad.
Yeah. So another question I got for you is what do you see yourself in about 5 or 6 years when it comes to wrestling?
I see myself. I see myself doing maybe Impacts, AEW, New Japan, or Ring of Honor. That kind of stuff. WWE is like is like a bonus. If I get there, I get there. If I don't, I don't. But at the end of the day, I see myself just perfecting my craft.
I feel like in a way, like what you really want to do is just instead of like worrying about where you end up, you just want to end up to a point where you can do this as a career.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. So, who inspired you to start wrestling?
I'd say Stone Cold Steve Austin is my main hero, other than Santino. Obviously. Santino, Stone Cold, Edge, The Rock. Now you got guys like Kevin Owens, etc. But obviously you can't do this without having people in your corner. And believe me, I've had a lot of people in my corner. Like for example, my friend Jesse. He's been like a spirit guide to me. Like whenever I was down, he'd always pick me back up and motivate me to be stronger. I have a very supportive family. Even though all families fight sometimes, they're still really very supportive. I have people who are like second family to me in Toronto. So just a big network of people, and it's really amazing and satisfying in a way.
So what would you say is your biggest strength as a wrestler?
Just determination that no matter how bad things get, I just try to keep on going and keep fighting.
Yeah. So why would you say those people inspire you?
The wrestlers, because I was always a rebellious kid.
Okay.
When I saw Stone Cold, like I sort of connected in that way, and Edge, just his his grit, because he wasn't the biggest guy in the world, but he still kept on fighting, and I respected that a lot. And obviously Santino, just the things that he taught me. He is an amazing coach. Like even at the worst of times that I had, he always wanted the best for me. He always still wants the best for me. We still we're still close, and it's just amazing. So I could never say enough good things about it.
Yeah, that's a really good thing to have, because you should never like turn your back on your coaches or anyone that's inspired you.
No, never.
Because where you learn from is basically where you should always say you learn from. Because I know a couple people that trained somewhere, like I think in Lance Storm, and they never mentioned that the fact that they trained at his school. And it's like, I don't know why you wouldn't mention it,
No.
Because like that's the person you learn from.
Yeah, I believe that.
So what's your thoughts on the wrestling business as a whole, as of today, like as of now?
I mean, I try not to look at it as a fan, because ever since I got into the business, I don't want to look at it that way, because it's wrong. Like I shouldn't. So I try to watch every promotion that I can, but there's things about the business that just don't make sense. Like just like like WWE, they release Samoa Joe, Mickey James, all these talented people, and then sorry, but they bring back people like Eva Marie, like sure, maybe she has improved, and maybe she's perfecting her craft and stuff. Like, okay, I'll give that to her. But at the same time, why would you get rid of Samoa Joe, someone who's been talented, who's proved himself over the years? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's true. So, any other thoughts on the wrestling business as a whole, or?
I think there's a boom. Obviously we got this Forbidden Door going on, AEW, New Japan, all these promotions working together. I hope we see more of that. I mean, honestly, my friend and I, we make this universe. We have our own little universe where we blend all the wrestling promotions together.
Okay.
We call it like AWA. So it's like WWE, Impact, New Japan. We blend it all together. If that happens in real life, I think that'd be incredible. Instead of all this competition, you have all these promotions working together. So that's what we need.
Yeah, that's something that I feel like could only be done in a fantasy world like 2K. But I mean, it would be sick if it was happened in real life. It's happened with AEW and Impact, so you never know. So another question I got for you: got any hobbies outside of wrestling that you like to do?
I do YouTube, obviously. I do like vlogs and just sit downs. Niagara, obviously, like trips and stuff that I go on. When I went to Florida for Royal Rumble 2016.
Yeah.
With he's my god brother, but he's like a brother to me.
Okay.
So his name is Eric. Shout out to him. We went to Royal Rumble together, and it was amazing. So I vlogged that. But yeah, that's essentially what I do. I play video games. Obviously, my day consists of waking up, going for walks, doing my workout, my hour workouts, get that in, and just enjoy myself. I like to eat good during the week as much as possible, and then on the weekend, you reward yourself, you let loose, have fun, and then on the weekend, during the week, it's back to routine. That's how people should do it. I mean, you know what? It's like during the week you do your thing, on the weekend you reward yourself.
Yeah. So what would you say is the way you reward yourself?
Well, like obviously, like for example, if I have company, then maybe we'll get like some Twizzlers, or maybe we'll have a beer, whatever, like we'll drink, whatever the case is, just enjoy, and then during the week it's back to reality.
Yeah.
Simplify.
Especially wrestling's now really hard, especially with the current situation going on. So what was your comments on the current situation in the wrestling scene because of it?
I mean, it's tough to not have fans. It's very, very tough. Like WWE with the piped in crowd chants and all that crap, like you can't justify that. Like, look at WrestleMania. Look at the organic crowd chants. You can't,
that's true.
You can't justify that, right? AEW, like, they have some live fans, but you're still missing it a little bit. So I don't think that wrestling right now is as good as it was, but hopefully once things sort of chill, then maybe we can get to the peak. And like my advice, like I just want to give some advice to anyone who wants to start wrestling or to
go ahead,
a pro wrestler. It's don't overdo it. Don't overkill yourself. Always perfect your craft. Memorize as much as you can. You're not going to remember everything in a match. Like it's impossible. You can't remember every single step. So just don't overdo it. Don't overkill yourself. Don't feel like, you have to have some specialized diet or whatever.
Yeah.
Just eat well as much as you can during the week. And then on the weekend, reward yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you feel like you accomplished something, then that's what matters.
That makes a lot of sense.
Have the passion to do it, because that's the thing that upset me about Eva Marie and the Bella Twins and all that stuff. It's the fact that you leave, you do this clothing line, whatever, yada yada. Eva Marie does the fashion line, and now she's back. It's like the whole women's evolution thing that they were building up. Gone, because now you bring somebody back just because they look good.
Yeah, especially like when she got a lot of fame with the Celebrity Big Brother and other things that she was doing on the side too. So it's like when she got all that fame, I guess it maybe like got them to be like, okay, well, she could be marketable now, and that's why they probably brought her back.
I agreed 100%.
Because like when you get fame outside of the wrestling business, I feel like when you have certain fame, like you can bring that fame into the wrestling business. That's why they bring guys like Tyson Fury, Floyd Mayweather. Sometimes they bring all these other guys just to make sure that the WWE gets the fame from outside and they can bring it in, basically.
Oh my God, yes. That's great.
Just with WrestleMania 37 with the Logan Paul thing.
Oh God. I was literally watching that, and I'm just like, dear God, are you kidding me? Like, you're gonna bring this guy?
I didn't hate that, but it's just like I feel like what they should have done was maybe put him in a match or something like that to make it like better. Because with the Bad Bunny thing, it was really good because he was actually a decent wrestler.
Oh my God, Canadian Destroyer! Good God, that was amazing. Floyd Mayweather, Big Show too. Let's not forget about that one. WrestleMania 24.
That's true. He knocked Big Show clean out.
Yeah, using those broad nuts, right? Boom, right in the kiss.
Exactly. So, what are your personal goals for the future?
Well, I'm going back to school for broadcasting. I did college twice in obviously it was, I just came out of high school.
Yeah.
I didn't really have the passion. I didn't want to be there, so it wasn't the best time of my life. That's actually how one of my friends and I we met and stuff.
Okay.
It was sort of off on, off on, off on.
Yeah.
But he was sort of a counselor, and we met, and I was streaming like how you're streaming on a broadcasting app.
Yeah.
And you now, and then next thing you know, there you go. We became friends. It didn't work well for me the first 2 times, but I'm going for broadcasting, and hopefully this time it'll work. I'm passionate about it, and I believe it's something that I can do. So,
well, good luck to you with that.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
You.
So anything else you'd like to share about your personal goals?
I just want to give a shout out to everybody at Battle Arts, including, but not limited to, Scarlett, Cass, Bianca, who's also got a pageant coming up. I hope she wins. I sponsored her, I believe, along with a couple people. So hopefully that goes well.
Okay.
Especially, Runyon, he helped me a lot. So many people there, I can't even list them all, but we have a great chemistry, all of us, and I think that's what makes us perform really well in the ring, is that chemistry. So even though I can't list you all, because there's a lot of you, thank you for everything you guys have, and will do for me. You guys make, the rest of us great. When we have matches together, it clicks.
Yeah.
And
because you guys got that chemistry.
Yeah, we're going to continue to make history. When this thing blows over, when shows happen again, we're going to continue to make history. I promise you all that.
All right. That's great promo, man.
From the heart.
Exactly. That's where it should come from. So, anything else you'd like to share about anything? Like anything on to mind?
Hey, listen, this is your show, man. Nothing on my end. You rapid fire whatever you want.
All right, man. So, what would you think about the current state of WWE right now?
It's okay, but obviously it needs major improvement. Major improvement. I think that, Vince, he, don't get me wrong, he's done amazing things.
Yeah.
Ushered in the Attitude Era, put wrestling on the map with Hulk Hogan, this and that. There's no questioning that at all. But I think that he needs to step down and let other people take charge, people that are in touch, because they have the right stars, but they're not using them right. They're not using a lot of talent, and that needs to be changed.
Yeah. It
really does. So I think that needs to be improved. Otherwise, WWE's doing okay right now.
Yeah, money-wise, they're doing pretty damn well, to be honest. So, because they got all those deals that they have with Saudi Arabia and everyone. They got the Peacock deal that they just signed.
Yeah, that's right. But Canada's not affected. We still got the network like usual.
That's something I'm just excited about. I can watch the pay-per-views every month. I'm not dealing with another streaming service.
Amen to that, brother.
All right, that's pretty much all I got for you, man.
All right, beauty.
So anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to plug? Even yourself?
Well, I guess my YouTube channel, Youngster12.
Okay.
Shout out to that. Shout out to my family, my friends, cousins, grandparents, everybody at Battle Arts, coaches, fellow wrestlers, all that stuff. You guys are what make me great in the ring, and I couldn't have done it without you. All the ups and downs that I've had at the gym, I still can't wait to make magic with you all once this is over. So shout out to everybody who supports me and helps me. Sorry if I can't list you all.
Oh, that's Perfect. Couldn't have said it better myself. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll be having another podcast on Thursday with Christos. And would you like to sign us out?
All right, everybody, check out the Jenner Show up on YouTube. I cannot wait for Christos' podcast. He is an awesome person, so check that out. And as always, like, comment, and smash that subscription button. Hit that bell for all those bell notifications. Let's get this channel bumping.
Gotta listen to this guy, man. You gotta listen to this guy. So all right, that's pretty much it. And we out, guys.
Boom.